Port Ludlow is an unincorporated community in Jefferson County, Washington. It is also the name of the Marina inlet in which the community is located. Port Ludlow Marina is a perfect location for yacht club cruises or rendezvous. Centrally located from the North and the South Sound, Port Ludlow is an easy, accessible, and can accommodate 60 to 70 vessels. The shores of Port Ludlow, where they believe the marinas are not just parking lots for boats, but a vibrant community of families and friends united by a shared passion for water. It was named in 1841 by Charles Wilkes of the Wilkes Expedition. The earliest industries in Port Ludlow were lumber and mills, but today the community is largely comprised of retired persons, vacation properties, and people who work in adjacent communities. I'm in Port Ludlow, Washington. In 1841, Lieutenant Charles Wilkes, commander of the U.S. Exploring Expedition, named Port Ludlow in honor of Lieutenant Augustus C. Ludlow, who was killed in the War of 1812 during a battle between the HMS Shannon and the USS Chesapeake. With a population roughly of 2,600 people, there's not much to Port Ludlow. We had to look for some food, so walk into town. Now, the city center wasn't near the marina like it was for Roach Harbor and for Friday Harbor. The Port Ludlow Totem Pole depicts the evolution of Port Ludlow from its past natural state to its present as a residential community with 6 of the figures. The eagle represents the natural state prior to any human occupation. The bear represents the ancestry of the prior tribes. The 2 people with locked arms represents Mr. Pope and Mr. Talbot. The lumberman represents the period of the sawmills from 1852 to 1935. The beaver represents the building phase of the Pope resources. And the 6 interlocking figures represents the people and community of Port Ludlow. A totem pole and remains of some sort of old army fort. Luckily it was low tide, so I was able to walk around, and you can see there's like 4 tunnels. You kind of go, I'm not sure exactly where they go, but it was kind of neat to see. It was a hike to the city, but it gives you the opportunity to kind of explore around and check out the different sites. Creepy, a little cemetery by the side, which was kind of unusual, and some houses being built right by it, so I'm not sure if they've seen the movie Poltergeist, but yeah. One thing that surprised me about Port Ludlow was a great Mexican restaurant, El Molcajete Mexican Grill. Their approach is simple. Ingredients are always fresh, recipes are authentic and made from scratch, and it comes from a family of rich Mexican culture and heritage. A family restaurant business encompassing efforts of the whole family. Carlos, the owner, was more than welcoming. I ordered the Molcajete carne asada, polo asada, camarón. A mocolete and a tolete are stone tools, the traditional Mexican version of the mortar and pestle. Traditionally carved out a single block of vesicular basalt, molcajetes are typically round in shape and supported by 3 short legs for grinding various food products. The molcajete was used by pre-Hispanic Mesoamerican cultures, including the Aztecs and the Mayans, stretching back several thousand years. But back to the food and drinks, they were both delicious. Not too sure what was swimming in the water, but it looks like, I don't know, like little baby eels or something, but another creepy thing. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Have you seen him?